Operations Control Center received the call at 4 minutes to midnight. A female doctor from Nykøbing Falster Hospital was on the line reporting a death that on her initial assessment could not be explained. The call was entirely standard procedure. According to Danish law, a doctor must always inform the authorities when one of their patients suddenly dies without any immediate and plausible explanation apparent from the patient's medical chart. This was the case with Arne Herskov, the patient whom the doctor had declared dead a little over 2 hours ago, as she said on the phone. The officer on duty noted the date, 4th of March 2012, as well as the facts that the doctor listed. Arne Herskov, 72 years old, address, Falkevej 78 in Ilstrup, divorced, last observed conscious today between 7 a.m. and 9:39 a.m. Thereafter put on a respirator after a cardiac arrest. Passed away this evening. His brother Kenny is the next of kin. Shortly afterwards, a patrol car with 2 officers drove into the night in the direction of the northern outskirts of the town of Nykøbing Falster. At 1:20 a.m. they reported their arrival at the ICU. The police officers found a nurse and a doctor able to inform them who had taken care of the patient during the day and evening, and they jotted down a few names and telephone numbers in a notebook before they were shown to the hospital room where Arne was still lying in his bed. Potentially the room could be a crime scene, but when they opened the door it was clear that it had not remained untouched. The deceased lay on his back in his blue jeans and a checked cardigan with black arms, his own clothing, so the patient would not be in a hospital gown when his family said their final goodbyes. The tubing to which he had been attached had been removed. The corpse had been prepared, because once the now deceased was confirmed dead, it was not known that the police should be notified, the officers later noted in their report. Then the police made their way to Medical Ward M130, as they were told that this was the department where Arne had been hospitalized in the preceding days. It was here that he was found, lifeless in his bed that morning. The staff had tried to resuscitate him with a heart massage before he was transferred to the ICU. The nurses who had been on duty at that time had long since gone home. Now other nurses, including Ida and the SOSU assistant Nina, were on duty on M130, whilst the patients slept. It was the nurses' second night shift in a row, and when the 2 colleagues had clocked in at 11 p.m., they were surprised to learn that the elderly man in room 134 had suddenly stopped breathing. On the morning of the previous day, both nurses had checked in on Arne before leaving him and the other patients in the care of the day shift team, whilst they went home to get some sleep. Ida had talked to Arne. Ever since he had been admitted, it had been difficult to coax him to eat anything, but that morning Arne had woken up early and asked for a protein ice cream of his own accord. He had never done this before. He's perking up, Ida had thought as she left his room. The frail man had even been a little cheeky with her. She took this as a healthy sign. Arne was beginning to feel better. The same morning, Nina had waved at Arne as he shuffled out of his room on the way to the toilet across the corridor. Now Arne was dead. Their colleagues informed the night shift when they clocked in again that evening and were briefed about the status of the various patients in the rooms. It was hard to understand how this could have happened. Ida and Nina were not aware that the death had been reported to the police in the interim, and it was an unpleasant surprise to have the 2 officers come through the door of M130. The officers were friendly, but it was still disconcerting when they immediately started asking questions about the patient in room 134. Nina told the police that she had waved to him in the corridor, that she'd had the impression that Arne was feeling better. Ida told them about Arne asking for a protein ice cream, and that she felt he was regaining his appetite. The deceased, normally depressed, appeared to be perking up, one of the officers noted. The police were done for the evening. Within an hour of their arrival at the hospital, they were back in their patrol car in the parking lot. The case did not appear to require any further investigation that could not wait till the following morning.